Great.
Loud. I don't know why this does that. It started when I patched, and here is the ASUS. It started when I patched. And here is the ASUS store. And here is the ASUS store, or ASUSter, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, FS6706T. NAS, network attached storage, right here. Look, so fresh, so fly, fresh, so fly. Also a RAM upgrade for the NAS storage. Let's get this out of the box. Here is the ASUS store, NAS. You can see it has HDMI. It uses M.2 NVMe. Here is the ASUS store, NAS. You can see it has HDMI. It uses M.2 NVMe SSDs. It has a 2.5 gigabit network port, actually two of them. A quad-core processor. Optical audio outs. Tons of cool stuff in this. Tons of optical audio outs. Tons of cool stuff in this box. And on the back, you can see all of the features of the FS6706T right here. Enthusiast grade network attached storage with cloud security. It's got apps. It does a lot of cool stuff, but the best part about having this NAS is This is going to back up all my workflow for supercar street racing. And this is going to all go on here, and it will be attached to the network via hardwired. Now let's get this thing out of the box here. There is the label on the top for you guys to check out. Let's get this thing opened. Opened. Get this thing opened. Let's get this thing opened. And it has a protective piece of foam right on top of it, and it's in a nice bag there. Let's see what's inside of the box here. What did they give us? Aha. Aha. Standard power adapter here for the NAS. And look how cool this thing is, guys. You can see on the back here, here's the power button. There is a USB 3.0 for putting and look how cool this thing is. This thing is, guys. You can see on the back here, here's the power button. There is a USB 3.0. Guys, you can see on the back here, here's the power button. Guys, you can see on the back here, here's the power button. Guys, you can see on the back there is a USB 3.0 for putting a USB drive, assumably, or a hard drive into it. To serve it, you got you got your HDMI ports suspiciously upside down, two 2.5 gig Ethernet ports, USB 2.0 ports, and your SPDIF, so you can do optical audio out to a receiver. Then on the front, that peel sat. Oh, I blew it.
These nuts.
Oh, I blew it.
These nuts.
That feels sad. It's got some lights on the front here. It looks like maybe power, network, hard drive lights. Maybe a power button right there, I think. And then that's what it looks like. And then that's what it looks like. On the back. On the back, I mean on the front, I mean on the front, on the front. Lights, maybe a power button right there. There, I think. Pretty cool, guys. All right, let's see what's else. What? All right, let's see what. All right, let's see what else is in the box, and we do have. Oh, okay. I was hoping they gave us a network cable. We do have an Ethernet cable. We got two of them, actually. All right, let's see what else is in the box, and we do have. Oh, okay. I was hoping they gave us a network cable. We do have an Ethernet cable. We got two of them, actually. And we do have I think this is a reset. I think this is a reset. No, this is a cable tie. No, this is a cable tie. Little cable tie there. Two Ethernet cables. Tie there. Two Ethernet cables. Okay. Okay, we are back in front of the ASUS store, NAS, and we have some work to do. Okay, we are back in front of the ASUS store, NAS, and we have some work to do here. We need to get this guy. Okay, we're back in front of the ASUS store. Okay, we're back in front of the ASUS store NAS now. We have some work to do. We have to get this guy ready for the drives that are coming in later today, and also for A RAM upgrade. A RAM upgrade. So let's go ahead and get out. I heard a complaint online about the screwdriver size. I don't see that that's going to be a problem. I don't. Size. Every screwdriver in the world right here. Wow. So I've tried 3 now. And then none of them fit. Aha. It was the largest one I had. It's a PH2. PH2. For those of you who are doing the same thing I am, it's a PH2. So that's Phillips number 2. And there are 4 screws here. And there are 4 screws here. And our 4 screws here. Where is the RAM? Those are the drive slots, but where's the RAM? I guess we're gonna. The RAM appears to be under here. The RAM appears to be under here. How do you get to it? To be under here. All right, I'm gonna break out the manual. I got the wrong memory. Three. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. The top just slides right off. Okay. I got the wrong memory.
these nuts.
It's SODIMS. Dang it. Dang it.
Got it!
Dang it.
Got it! Got it!
Shoot. Back in front of the Asus store, and I don't know why I thought this used regular RAM. It uses SODIMMs. I did order 16 gigs of memory for this that will be here later today. PC 3200, hopefully PC 3200 actually will work. This is 2930, but I think this, let's see what this says on the RAM. Yep, same RAM I ordered, PC 32. Yep, same RAM I ordered. Yep, same RAM I ordered, PC 3200. So that'll be here later today by 10 p.m. along with the drives. But let's take a look at the back of this where the drives go in. So it does have It does have 6 slots for drives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they just slide right in right there. Table. And right there, slides in right here, all 6 of them. The model above this has 12. I didn't think I needed that many. I could always upgrade these to 4s if I want to go 4 terabytes. I did order 6 2 terabyte drives, and they will be in RAID 5, I believe it is. So if one drive fails, you still have enough drives left to rebuild the volume. So that is it for now until we get the drives and the memory in that we can install later. So we'll get back with you guys when we do that. Amazon just came and brought this plethora of 2 terabyte drives for us. We have crucial P3 Plus, PCIe Amazon just came and brought this plethora of Amazon just came and brought this plethora of 2 terabyte drives for us. We have crucial P3 Plus, PCIe, NVMe 4.0, M.2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 6 to go into the NAS. All we have to do right here and right now is get these guys unboxed and installed directly in this NAS. We are still waiting for the RAM though. It should be here any minute. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Moving. Get moving. Installed, so now SSDs are installed, so now SSDs are installed, so now we were able to initialize the console. Let's get this thing hooked up and get it going. Yeah. All right, the unit is powered on. I see lights. We just have a RAM upgrade. We just have a RAM upgrade left after this, so pretty simple. It's still initializing. And we'll need to get to the phone for the next part. Let's get the phone going and switch to that now. But also at okay, we got the ASA store. Okay, we got the ASA store app installed. It did give an error. Okay, we got the ASA store app installed. It did give an error, but all I did was enter the IP address manually, and it actually did go to there. And we have all of the apps here available for the ASA store. And all of the apps here available for the ASA store. To that now. Okay, we got the ASA store app installed. It did give an error, but all I did was enter the IP address. Okay, we got the ASA store app installed. It did give an error, but all I did was enter the IP address manually, and it actually did go to there. Was enter the IP address manually, and it actually did go to there. And we have all of the apps here available for the ASA store. And if we go to the storage manager, we have 9 terabytes available. We have 3 gigabytes used, and it is synchronizing the drive, so we will get it. And it is synchronizing the drive, so we will give it some time to do its thing. I set up a user or two. There are some apps we can install. Set up a user or two. There are some apps we can install. Look at all this good stuff, guys. look at all this good stuff, guys. All this. All this. And services, we can do we already have SMB on. We have already checked that and it does. We already have SMB on. We have already checked that and it does work. We have a web center. And system info, there's all our information. System info, there's all our information for our drive. And stuff. Processor memory. Processor memory. Processor memory. Processor memory. System temp's good. Processor memory, system temp's good. And stuff, processor memory. System temp's good. And yeah, guys. And yeah, guys. Next thing we have to do is copy some data to this. Data to this. But it also needs to have a different name. Won't let us rename it there. Register. All right, got to create a new account. All right, got to create it. Got to create a new account. Create a new account. Got to create a new account. but it also needs to have a We are recording. All right, guys, we're back in the studio with our new account. All right, guys, we're back. All right, guys, we're back in the studio with our new Got to create a new account. All right, guys, we're back in the studio with our new ASUS Store NAS, and we have the page called up here, and you can see that right here and right now we have all the apps available here, the File Explorer, everything else to do all the settings on the NAS. But what I want to do real quick is go ahead and back up my editing stuff. So if we want to get to the NAS, we got to do 2 backslashes. 192.168.0.210, and it wants my credentials, and we'll pull those over here. You guys can't see this. And here we have our folders on our brand new NAS. We're going to do editing NAS. We're going to do editing, and then we're going to do new folder. Old NAS. Old NAS. Don't care about the database, but we don't care about project right now. Okay, so all we care about. Let's go ahead and drag it and see how long it takes. Now this is coming from. It's about Atlas. Let's go ahead and. Let's go ahead and drag it and see how long it takes. Old NAS. Let's go ahead and drag it and see how long it takes. Now this is coming from a really slow device to a really fast device. To a really fast device. So let's see. To a really fast device. So let's see. All right, so that's about as fast. Fast as the old device is capable. Old device is capable of going. That's about as fast as the old device. Old device is capable of going. Alright, so that's about as fast as the old device is capable of going. And that says 6 hours. and that says 6 hours. Stop that. Alright, so I canceled that. I'm going to delete that folder. I'm going to back up my local hard drive first so we can see how fast that is. Alright, so we're getting about... Alright, so we're getting about 90 megabytes per second, 110, 112. And I want to see how much... That's actually really fast. I want to see how 18% memory, 10% CPU, 18%... 18% memory, 10% CPU, and it's copying at 110 megs per second over a gigabit Ethernet link. So I think I just backed up everything. I just backed up my whole... I just backed up my whole graphics and sound folder in about a couple minutes. $13 megabytes per second compared to the old NAS. Yeah, it's steady about 113 megabytes per second compared to the old NAS was about 30 megabytes per second maximum. So this is four times as fast. These are a lot of small files, so they four times as fast, but it's still moving. All these small files really take a toll on the 17 gigabytes out of 9 terabytes. And pasting all these from the old NAS. Now, the rest of this is going to go while I leave the house. And this is a good... the house. Now, the rest of this is going to go while I leave the house. And this is a good amount of space that's got to be moved over. So I'm cutting and pasting all these from the old NAS. These are all my renders that I saved. I didn't save everything, I wish I would have, but that's going to take 7 hours at this rate. This old NAS is very slow. Going to be, you know, I would have. But that's going to take 7 hours at this rate. This old NAS is very slow. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. We are back. Okay. All right, we're back in the studio. All right, we're back. In the studio again, and we have some editing footage to do some editing with, and you can see it right here on the screen. Now, what you're looking at now is there is a USB 3.0 slot on the front of the NAS. I have the micro SD card plugged into an adapter, and it's plugged right into the front of the NAS, and you're seeing that right here. All this is GoPro footage. Now at the right here. All this is GoPro footage. Now at the same time, we're copying from the old NAS, which is right here, to the new NAS, and it is limited by the speed of the old NAS read speed, which is 39 megabytes per second. So now we're going to try copying all this footage to the local drive, while we're going to actually copy this to the NAS drive so that we can try to edit off of it. We'll see. Why does it say it's harmful? No. We're going to cut from the USB drive. We're going to go to the editing drive. We're going to make a folder on the NAS. Raw footage. Oh, great. It just didn't let me name it whatever I wanted, raw. Let's make a new one called just SCSR. It right here. And we'll paste it right here. Let's see how long this takes. So that's getting 94 megabytes per second from USB 3, dropping down to 88, while the other one is writing at 40 plus megabytes. So that is definitely as fast as the computer copies it from the USB stick. So no speed slowdown going from USB 3 on the front of the NAS to inside of the NAS on the actual NAS drives. And now if we pop our activity monitor, up, we have 20% CPU, and we are using all of the memory, but we ordered 16 gigs of RAM and it will be here today. I'm just waiting for it to get here to pop it in, but meanwhile this is going at 90 megabytes per second, and the old NAS, my Book Live Western Digital, is copying all its backup files. So all the renders that I ever all the renders that I ever did are coming off of the old MyBook Live and going over to the new Asus store with 12 terabytes. And if we look right here, at the drive, you can individually select each drive here and see which one you want to look at activity-wise. But here is the usage. We have used, now remember it's RAID 5, so it's going to use one whole drive for RAID. So that if it fails, it has a one drive tolerance and we won't lose any data. So we only have 9 terabytes after we have a 6 by 2 terabyte array. We only have 9 terabytes after we have a 4 terabytes after we have a 6. We have 9 terabytes after we have a 6 by 2 terabyte array here. We lose 3 terabytes for RAID, so we have 9 terabytes total. We've used 650 gigabytes already. 150 9 terabytes total. We've used 650 gigabytes already, and we're still copying. So here's the homepage of the ACES store, and you can see there's a bunch of different things you can do, and you can add apps to the ACES store as well. But right here you can see we have store as well. Enable daylight saving time. Here's our hardware setting. Here's our hardware settings. While this stuff is copying, we can take a look at all this stuff. General settings is the ports. General settings is the ports with auto logout. We're set on DHCP. We can change this to the ACES store. Here's our hardware. Disable the status, power, LAN, and drive. The status, power, LAN, and drive indicators that are on the front of the actual drive. You can disable all the warning buzzers, which is cool. Got an infrared receiver on it, which is also pretty awesome. Here's the notifications. I have them all set to certificates here. You got we're on the latest version to do thumbnails and things like that. You can easy connect. And direct routing access to the NAS. There you can factory reset it. And we are signed in with my email address here. So that is the settings. This is for transcoding, like if you're using Plex, which I am not. So this thing has an HDMI port in the back. I have not hooked it up to the television yet. I don't know what that's going to do. No clue. I don't know what that's going to television yet. This one is stuck at 0. The USB is still copying. Some of these files are, that one stopped. It did not. Did cancel. I'm going to let. Alright, starting again. So I'm going to try to edit off of the NAS and see if I can. Not that I need to do that. I have enough storage, but it'd be interesting. Up here. And it does. Cool, dude. Resolve it. Alright. Here's Davinci Resolve, and here's all of our footage right here, and we go in order. And it does. But my audio
inside this mystery box right here is something special for
playing no problem.
Is something special for
Playing no problem right off the NAS. 5K 2398. Playing no problem right off the NAS. 5K 2398. is the frame rate. So that tells me that it's probably going to edit. We'll see. Nope. Alright, that's saved. Let's cut that. Let's drag the first one. Now, this is directly from the NAS.
Guys, inside this mystery box
No
right
problem.
here is something special for the channel. Office with our office. Guys, inside this mystery box
No
right
problem.
here is something special for the channel. Channel. Guys, inside.
Flawless. Flawless. No problem at all with the video on.
Right here. This thing is requesting it to be open, so I mean, we have to at least do what it says and open this package right. Thing is requesting.